Hey guys, it's Tyler with TCG Rewind. Today I wanted to do a video talking about ice barriers. Now, I know this is immediately going to be seen and maybe even written off as a meme, but stick with me because I promise that there is actually some validity to this archetype. I know throughout history, people notoriously memed on this deck. They said that like ice barriers were like one of the worst archetypes ever conceived. It was in general a meme, but if you saw my recent video announcing Tengu Mania 2, this is an excellent time to remind you. August 13th, we're having a Tengu plant tournament. Free entry with a $200+ prize pool. All you have to do is join the Discord. I'll put a link to that in the description below. But have a chance to win some money. If you haven't played this format, I would highly recommend it. It is the greatest format Yu-Gi-Oh has ever had. It is far and away the most diverse. I wouldn't be talking about ice barriers if I didn't genuinely believe that they could win, which just kind of speaks lengths about how diverse and fun that format is. So if you haven't played it, give it a shot. If you have played it, then, enter the tournament. If you haven't played it, enter the tournament. It's going to be a good time. I'm going to be casting it. Give it a shot. Experience the format. It's a really good time. But yeah, I want to talk about ice barriers. Like I said, this deck is the meme deck. It is the notoriously bad archetype. But what I kind of took away from it is I think that this deck got a bad rap because people would look at the archetype and they'd see, oh, these are the boss monsters, Synchros, Trishula, and Bryanak. Like, it's not very easy to make those in ice barriers. There's really no good way to do that. So the archetype's bad. It doesn't feel very good. But in reality, when I went and researched the archetype, I realized that this deck actually is much more functional as a tribute summon deck. And I'll kind of talk about why. Like, I would compare this deck very similarly to Frog Monarchs. Like, Frog Monarchs is basically, just you run your Frog engine, you tribute summon for monsters, you steal your opponent's monsters. Same concept here. And that's because, like, the tribute monsters in this deck are actually really powerful. So we'll talk about the first one. This is what I think makes the deck viable. General Ryo of the Ice Barrier. His effect is when your opponent monster effect activated on the field resolves, they must discard one card or the effect is negated. So, just as an example, let's say you have this on board and your opponent needs to out this with like a tour guide. They have to summon the tour guide, activate the effect, pitch a card to resolve it, so summon like Sangan or tour guide. Then if they need to use Leviathan Dragon to out it, they have to exceed, and then they have to detach to bump its attack by 500 to swing over, which means they have to discard a second card. It actually is very frustrating to play against, especially given the fact that there's so many mandatory effects in this format, like swinging over TGs, swinging over like Tengu, all kinds of stuff that can cause this to trigger and make your opponent either lose that card or pitch to let the effect resolve. It's really, really unique, and it puts your opponent in a super tough position. The other nice thing about it is, like I said, we're playing this as a tribute summon deck. This is a 1-star tribute, or like a 1 tribute cost. Like, it's level 6, so you only need 1 monster to summon it. The other card is Medium of the Ice Barrier. So this card is, if your opponent controls 4 or more cards than you do, you can special summon this card from your hand. This is actually relevant because since you're running a Frog Engine, most of your cards you're just holding in your hand or putting in your grave. You're not really putting a lot on field outside of your tributes, which means that like the effect to summon itself actually comes up quite a bit. It's not that bad. But the main reason I have it in here is just for some variety. Because I'll talk about the next card will kind of explain why, but basically it says your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card each turn. That's just a continuous effect. And then, so like the main reason why these function is because we have this big boy, the 2 tribute. This is General Gantala. And his effect is once per turn during your end phase, you can target 1 ice barrier monster in your graveyard except General Gantala and special summon it. So you can use these guys as regular tributes, or you can like pitch them to off of like, for example, Strategist of the Ice Barrier. He says discard an ice barrier to draw a card. And you can just kind of fill your graveyard with these guys, and then during your end phase, you can just keep bringing them back. And they have like these lingering effects that are really annoying for your opponent to deal with. And that's why we decided to run the single copy of Medium, is just because the effect of General Ryo doesn't stack. So once you have one, there's no point in bringing out a second one. So it's like worth to have this just to put your opponent on that limit of 1 spell or trap card per turn. Could come up. It's probably not that realistic, but again, just having some variety. And then, having Strategist not only lets you pitch some of your dead ice barriers, get them in the grave for the general to bring back, but it also lets you draw cards and like enables you to make rank 4s just by bringing them back off of General Gantala. So pretty cool effect. And then the other thing to talk about is the triple Rhoda. You have access to 3 searchers for any of these Ice Barrier cards. So if you need a 1 tribute, you can search it. If you need a level 4 monster to just normal summon or set, you have it. Or if you need the general to bring stuff back, you can search it. It adds really nice consistency for the deck. It's something that Frog Monarchs kind of lacks, is oftentimes you'll see like a Frog Monarch player, they'll see too many of their Frog Engine, not enough tributes, vice versa. This can basically like help deal with that, where like you're running a searcher to get you whatever you need. If you have too many tributes in your hand, you can use this to search the strategist to pitch and draw something new. The other nice thing is Swap Frog is his effect to special summon himself requires you to pitch a water, which means it adds extra synergy to this deck where you can like pitch the general to special summon it, maybe send Ronin and then like banish to bring it back, and you can just tribute those twos right out the gate for the general and just bring that card back, right? So adds really cool synergies where Swap Frog can pitch basically any of these because they're all water monsters and their effects really aren't that bad. So yeah, I think that's really cool. And it actually is really functional. You'd be surprised at just how much like pressure this deck can apply. And then lastly, the last card we need to talk about is Light and Darkness Dragon. This isn't uncommon for Frog Monarch decks. I don't think it's like an insane card or anything, but I do think it's really good in this deck just because of its second effect, which is when this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, target 1 monster in your graveyard, if possible, destroy all cards you control, and then special summon that monster. So you can basically go through it like a line. You use your general and the mediums early on, then you start bringing them back with the general. When they finally out the general and therefore out everything else, you can just tribute for Light and Darkness Dragon. And when they finally out the Light and Darkness Dragon, it'll bring back the general, which will bring back your other Ice Barriers. It adds a really nice resource loop that is super obnoxious for your opponent to deal with, which makes it a really, really cool card in the deck. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole spiel. That's like what it all does. We're going to hop in. We're going to do some gameplay on this deck. So you guys can kind of see how it plays out and kind of see some of its raw strength. So yeah, if, you know, as a reminder, if you like this content, make sure you hit that subscribe button. You know, if you enjoyed learning about the great 2011 format and all of our events and all those good things, yeah, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But yeah, without any further ado, let's hop over and get that gameplay going. We're going rock. Playing some Ice Barriers. I'm so good. Playing against the boy Otto. Good guy. He doesn't know I'm making a video. He'll find out soon enough. I see. This is pretty good. Let's declare. And I get to dump a Treeborn Frog. Bounce the hand, and I just pass back to him. I don't gotta do nothing else. I'm tempted. I want to pitch the general, but I don't want to pitch the general. Yeah, that's good. We'll take the 1,000, no problem. What's it gonna do? Set up back row? We don't care about no back row. We'll draw for turn, standby phase, special summon and defense. Main one. All we really gotta do is tribute for Ryo. Is that okay? We'll just attack the tour guide. And that's my turn. So now he's going to be in a position where if he wants to exceed, or if he wants to use the Sangan effect, he's going to have to discard for it, which is kind of fun. For great low rates you can get online, go to General Raiho to save some time. That's the philosophy, boys. Oh wow, he's just ending it, huh? In that case, I draw for turn. Special this little guy. And I'm tempted to just use Swap Frog to make a gotcha here. Like, I don't really need this thing anymore. Let's just do that. Dump this. And... let's just go ahead and banish to special summon. Make ourselves a gotchi. Alright. Then I attack a Sengen. He pitches. Nice. Oh, doesn't want to pitch the Cyber Dragon. What do you want to pitch? Dimensional Alchemist? Oh, okay, so we're playing against a Chaos variant. This is actually pretty good. Because, honestly, like, Chaos is really going to struggle to, like, resolve effects. Like, he has Light and Dark, so he can make a Chaos Orc. But now he has to choose. Like, if he banishes General Ryo, he has to discard a card to do it. And, like, is that ideal? Probably not. The Gale. Interesting. Alright, well. Nah. I think I just pass here. Because he's going to be in a bit of a pickle either way. I have 2 Soul Exchange. I got Lad. It's going to be awkward for him. He has the Gale. Special Cyber Dragon, that's okay. Normal Gale, that's also okay. Pitch a card to use its effect, that's all fine and dandy with me. So half of his attack is like 1250. Swing. Damn it. You had to make me do math. 50. Sure. I'll believe you. Okay. Sure. Do you synchro for 8 here? I mean, he's probably going to make Stardust, which is just not very good for him. The threat of the ice barriers is just too great. That's all good with me. Start turn. Standby phase. We will use the frog. Special summon the frog. Go main. Activate Medallion of the Ice Barrier. Assuming that's fine. Okay. You know, you never know. Could have Judgment. We'll grab the General. And I'll just Soul Exchange, targeting his friend here. And then I get to bring back the General. How fun is that for him? I'm telling you guys, Ice Barriers is OP. Look at this shit. What do? You just spent all those resources trying to out the general, and now I just have another general. Honest isn't bad. Dimensional Alchemist. That's also like uncomfortable for him, right? Because like he realistically doesn't want to do that. Like, you don't want to use the effect. You have to pitch a card. Oh, is he going to pitch? My god, okay. Yeah, sure. Bro, I don't even know if that's worth it, though. Oh, it's so bad now. Yikes. I mean, I understand discarding the heavy. Like, there's a world where you get an out, but he's in just such a shit spot now. Let's draw for turn. I don't think I want to bring back the Treeborn here. I think in reality, my best play is just to be aggressive here. Because, like, if he... Oh, interesting. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Alright, well, I'll go main 2. I think I can just pass. I really don't have any pressure to do anything. I, like, have perma board control. A Chaos Sark would be pretty good for him. Yeah, that's fine. He doesn't have to pitch this time, which probably feels pretty good. Oh, there's the Chaos Sark. Okay. He'd just be passing again. Start turn. Let's go Standby phase. Special summon my friend back. Who cares? You know what? I don't want him to get that Chaos Sork. Let's search another general. And I already know this is able to go through because it went through the last time when he had this single back row, and now I know he's only running one trap, so we get those dubs, boys. Alright, game 2, we got a side. We're against Chaos. Realistically, this has to go in. I learned this the last time I played this deck. You want this because they're going to side DD Crows in, so not a bad play. He's not playing back row either, so I don't think I give a shit about it. Let's swap these cards. Let's throw in another Veiler. And then... Is it just a Sidra? I really don't want to put DD Crow in. That doesn't make any sense. Maxi is not very good against Chaos. Maybe it's just Sidra over that last Maxi. Or that last MST, I mean. Hell yeah. Let's do it. We got triple Veiler in. He's going to be in a pickle when he tries to banish my monsters. Ooh, but this is a pretty bad opener. That's... Wait. Ah, fuck. It's fine. I don't really care that much. It's awkward to Veiler if I don't have a follow-up. Tragic. Oh, wait. Set back row. Set 2 back row. Oh, I can... Alright. Oh, that's not bad. Let's play the frog game. We'll dump a Treeborn. And Awkward thing is I want to kill that tour guide, but 1-for-1ing my frog doesn't even seem that good. I think I just bounce the hand and pass. Will take some damage. Sure, that's fine. If I need the tribute, I can always burial in the standby phase. So I'm honestly pretty okay with that. I will almost want to greed. Oh, wait, this is so good for me. Duality means... Okay. Treacherous is actually pretty good for him, I think. Because I have no monsters. But if he puts another card on field, it does mean I get to drop the medium. Nice. I'll take it. I'll take it. Take the 1,000. It's fine. I think I just do this. I dump a Treeborn. I bounce the hand. Then I special summon my boy. Does he pop his own Sank in here? Sure. Now, question is, what does he get? Now, what he doesn't realize is I haven't used my normal summon, so I'm gonna do that. We dump the Swap Frog. And then I declare the effect and banish swap. Does he have Judgment? No, he can't. Oh, Veiler? Chain Torrential? Okay, now he just wanted a light. Okay. Yeah, he's gonna go Chaos Smoke next turn. Alright, yeah, that's fine. I'm done. Now make your Chaos Monster and use its effect, and I'm gonna Veiler, and it's gonna feel pretty bad. Okay. Chaos Sork or BLS? BLS, okay. Ooh, the Caius is a good play. That's unfortunate, but that's okay. He's kind of blown his load here. And I think there's a world where I can... If I top a Tribute Summon, it's actually nuts. It's actually so good. That's not a Tribute Summon. This is uncomfortable. But it might actually be best play. Wait, there's a thing right there. There's a button. Now, what I can do is I can... Actually, I kind of like this better. In one world, I get the... I think this guarantees I get the BLS. Okay. Interesting. Well, in that case... I'll take your friend here. And I'll banish your copies. He doesn't have a light. I think I'm chilling. We're big chilling. That BLS is big for me. And honestly, I'm fine to just keep banishing his stuff. Ooh, is he gonna crash? Oh. Actually, I'm fine with that too. Yeah, go for it, buddy. Alright, pretty even game. Still haven't seen a general, which is kind of sad. Oh, and there he is. The beautiful boy we've all been waiting for. I hope I don't get gorsed. But... this isn't bad. I'm in a pretty good spot with this. He still doesn't have a light engrave. He's gonna have to, like, pitch to, like, do anything. Literally, like, even if he went, like, Alchemist, Banish, and pitch a light, he wouldn't be able to actually play the game. Okay, so he's probably setting a light. This lets me bring my friend back. And I think I'll just attack. I don't want to risk getting Caius. This is like my only monster, so Caius is actually like ideal for him. I think I'll even do this just to set up some extra defense. I'll put the Ronin on board because I have the Burial, so like I'm kind of piss chilling if he like dark holes. But I do like having the extra defense here because it's spoopy. Sydra's good. Gale is also good. Yeah, okay. Also fine. Okay, so we'll lose this guy, and I'll take... is it 1050? So I'll take 250. Math is correct. It's a nice little combo he has right there. Oh, man. A general, like the other general, the big, thick general, would be so good here. I think Gantala is his name. I always forget their names. They're both the general, you know. But there's 6 ways I can draw it. Honestly, even Lad is like pretty good here. He's probably going to make Stardust. Yeah, okay, that's fine. Draw for turn. Oh! In standby. I'm going to Burial. We're going to put all this stuff back. And then we're going to go main phase. I'm just kind of built different when it comes to Yu-Gi-Oh, huh? The red. 200. And end phase, I get to bring back my boy. You see how this is gonna like slowly rebuild like a massive board? I know he doesn't play torrential. This is consequences of not playing a lot of back row boys. I like back row, you know? People cut it in this format. This ain't no modern. Back row's important. Oh, we got this Swift 2-0, boys! Oh, the track top, huh? I'm telling you guys, ice barriers, you know, they get their flack. People think this deck's bad, but you guys saw it. This felt insane. Like, I feel like I was ahead in pacing the whole game, and I'm playing against like Chaos. You know, that's a tier 1 deck. That's a very competitive deck in this format. So like, not bad. I really think people yeah, see, even Otto knows, you know. But yeah, I mean, I think that wraps it up for this gameplay video. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure you have a great time.